which sounds in my accent make me sound non-native? So, which sounds in my accent make me sound non-native? So, this is a very, very general question, but this is also a question that I think the person needs to hear your accent to give you personalized feedback, personalized advice. But I will tell you some patterns. So, a good way to know what sounds make your accent sound non-native is to look at your first language because there are certain sounds that exist in, American English, and there are certain sounds that exist in your native language. Some of them are the same. Some of them are sort of the same, but not really. There might be sounds that exist in your language that don't exist in American English and the other way around. So, for example, let's say French. If you speak French as a first language, let's say you're from France, you don't have the th sounds in your language. So you don't have this and that and with. If you speak French, that's going to be a sound that's going to make you sound not native. If you're from France, you might say this and that like a z, like a z. I'm going to write that down because some people can't really hear the difference. So I'm going to write that down. And I always use this example. TH. So, for example, if you are from France, very often I hear a Z sound or an S sound. Okay. And that's incorrect. It's going to go like this. And then for a lot of Quebecers, people who are in the province of Quebec in Canada, I will very often hear a D sound and a T sound. I feel like this is pretty similar to Italians, actually. But so, for example, if a sound, an American English sound, sound from American English does not exist in your first language, that's probably a sign that you mispronounce it. So instead of saying this and that, you might say this and that, or you might say dis and that. I'm trying to give you the symbol, this and that. Instead of saying with and both, you might be saying with and both, or wit and boat. Ooh. So a good way to, find out general patterns would be to check out your first language and see what sounds people who speak your first language will mispronounce in English. And then what's very helpful is to get personalized feedback to see what you actually mispronounce. And that's going to be through feedback. Sometimes you can get a native speaker to help you. Sometimes you can get an English teacher to help you. But an accent coach is also a really good idea to consult.